Go ahead. Unmute yourself, Krista. Krista Joe, unmute yourself. Hello? Hello? I am well. What you got for me?
Thanks. Sorry about that. I wasn't expecting you to call on me so soon. Thank you for
Well,
having me, by the way.
you're welcome. If you are, yeah, you're on camera, so you came up first.
Oh, okay. Well, I
So
just want
how
to
old are
first
you, by
just,
the way? How old are you, by the
oh,
way?
I'm 31. My
Oh,
birthday was a few days ago, so
happy belated birthday.
thank you. I appreciate it. And
All right,
I
what
just
you
want
got?
to, oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I can hear you. I'm sorry. Okay, I
Go
can hear
ahead.
you now. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just want to first just thank you for just giving us a reality check because so many of us just defaulted to what we knew, and it's wrong. We cannot speak to our kings in this manner, and if anything, we have to be the first to, be there for you guys and really make sure you have a support system. Period. And this is a discussion that is much needed in both for females and males. And I just want to thank you for kind of shedding light on that, even though you might have taken such, a hit. I just want to thank
Woo!
you
Yeah,
for
it's
doing
all
that. I
good.
really do because
We
it was needed. It was much needed.
cool. So, what do you got? Do you have a question, or are you just chiming in? What are we doing?
I was just chiming in. I just wanted to thank you for that. I
I
don't really have
appreciate
a question right now.
I
I just wanted
appreciate
to
it,
just give
Mom.
you kudos for that. Thank you.
Merry Happy Christmas, Hana Kwanzaa.
You too.
So if you
Thank
have
you.
a now, here's the thing: the priority is going to always be for people who have a disagreement or a misunderstanding. If you have a disagreement or a misunderstanding, go ahead. If you're not quite clear, you can go ahead and put yourself on the camera. I mean, you can raise your hand in the chat room. So, oh my. All right. So next up, why are you here? Uh, yeah, nope, not gonna happen. Not going to happen. Melanie, you're next. Melanie, unmute yourself. Yes, I can. Good evening. Is it Melanie? Okay. How old are you? I always ask. What do you got for me?
Um, I don't entirely disagree with your perspective, but I don't think that it is always Black women's fault that they're single. I think that you place a lot of blame on.
Hold on. No, no, nope, 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 nope.
No,
We're not going to do that. Are you married?
I am single.
All right. Whose responsibility do you want to get married?
I do.
Whose responsibility is that?
Yeah, I guess it goes both ways.
No, no. Whose responsibility is it if you want to get married?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I play
See, this is
roles.
what I see when I talk about the aha moment, people. Accountability, honesty, and admission. The admission part is a thing a lot of sisters struggle with admitting. I've asked you two direct questions. You've deflected answering instead of just saying me. The
Okay.
answer is you, but you don't want to say it.
Yeah.
Why?
So in my case, I think a lot of it has to do with.
But before you move on,
Go
but
ahead.
why don't you want to just say it's my responsibility?
Okay.
You say okay, but I'm asking you why don't you just want to say that?
It is my responsibility.
And that's all I don't want to. Okay, go ahead. I'm just. It's always fascinating that.
Yeah. No, I agree that most women deflect a lot, but I'm saying
Well,
that,
but now see,
yeah,
Melanie,
there's a
what's
but. Yeah.
interesting? What's interesting is you can say most women do something, and that's okay. But when I say most women do something, I'm blaming them, making it their fault. How curious is that?
Uh, I mean, you have a point. You do.
Yeah.
Um, so in my case, I do notice that where I live makes a difference in my success in dating.
Okay.
And I am picky. And I think that's something that you've mentioned. You've recommended that women relocate, um, if they're in the suburbs or in rural areas.
Hmm.
So um, that's something that I am considering.
Well, so at 33, you want to get married. You want children?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, so is that how recent is that picture?
Um, Last December.
All right. So you don't have a problem attracting men, right?
Um, yeah.
Okay. So if there are women out here competing with you, you attract you if you can attract them and you want to get married, where's the disconnect?
Yeah. I guess that's something I'm trying to figure out as well.
Well, so when you come on and say when a black woman, a single black woman is not married, it's not their fault. And I feel like you always blame black women. And you just did some of the same things you accused me of doing. But sis, you have to understand if you want to get married, there's a disconnect. If you can attract men, and and nobody's wanting to move forward, it's not the men's fault, is it?
Um,
Really?
I guess it goes case by case, right?
No, not really. If you didn't want to have sex with me, is that your fault?
I don't understand the question.
If you didn't, if I wanted to have sex with you and you didn't want to have sex with me, is it your fault?
I don't know if there's anybody's fault.
Ma'am, I'm just doing the inverse of what you say. Women control access to sex, men control access to relationship. If if you're dating marriageable level men and they're not asking you to marry them, it's not their fault or responsibility. It's your responsibility to figure out why marriageable level men don't want to marry you.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't really been dating that much lately, to be honest.
What?
Especially
But
in
if you want
Corona.
to get married, then that's your fault.
I know.
See,
I
this
need
is
to.
what I mean. You ladies come in, and that's the problem. You've been allowed to deflect and lie to yourselves and stick your head in the sand and everything else. And there's no reason
Danger
that a
Zone!
woman, you're an attractive woman, but there's no reason that you. No offense, man, that you should come out sounding so game goofy at 33 years old.
Gang goofy?
Game goofy. This
Oh,
is the day.
game goofy.
Did you go to college?
Yeah,
Did you graduate?
I did.
Okay, it's amazing how Becky, Marisol, Mylene, and I knew they were getting a lot of women were getting married right out of college.
Yeah.
But I find it troubling that so many black women just don't through their 20s they don't date, they don't figure it out, and then they get into your area and it becomes hard to even understand what's going on. So you're out here competing for the same men that 25-year-olds are
Yeah, I
competing
know.
for. But you should have a 33-year-old's mindset and an advantage, but I'm not hearing anything different. Which is another thing when I hear older women saying, well, what do you get from a young girl that you can't get from an older woman? Seeing any big differences?
So your phrase game goofy means immature? What does that mean?
Uh, the game of love. You're game goofy, meaning you don't seem to be well versed in the game of dating or love or what's going on out here. You haven't asked yourself some critical questions as to why relationships the outcome you have is not happening. If you want something, what are you doing to get it? I mean, if you went to college, you wanted to graduate, you realize that there was a process you had to go through. You had to choose a school, get accepted by the school, attend the school, pay tuition, attend classes, pass classes. There's a process, right?
Yep.
Relationships are a process too. And if you've had relationships, have you ever said, have you ever been engaged?
No, but I was in
Uh,
a long-term relationship.
how long?
Like 3 years.
And how long ago was that?
A long time ago.
How long though?
Like 4 years.
Okay. So one of the things I always tell ladies to do is go back and interview your exes. Go back and interview your exes when there's nothing there and ask what it's like to be with you and then why things ended. Because ladies need to get far more curious about things. It's not going to just happen. That's ultimately what I'm saying. It's not going to just happen. And that's why that danger zone thing. Because it sounds kind of funny, but Melanie, time is ticking.
I know.
And so that's why when you came in saying that it's not always a woman's fault that there's a black woman's fault that they're single, and I feel like you blame them. I put the responsibility and accountability square where it belongs, on your lap.
So if geography is part of the problem, you're saying, well, I'm acknowledging that's part of my problem, but you're saying there's probably other things that I'm being ignorant towards or delusional about.
I mean, I don't know, ma'am. Honestly, I haven't. I
Right.
don't. First of all, depending upon the kind of caliber of man you want, if you're living in a inhospitable area, that's an issue. This is why I tell women, therapists is always a good idea because we all need some adjustment. Image consultant, personal trainer, matchmaker, because you should have more resources than a 23-year-old woman. Spend some of them to go try to make yourself available to the kind of man you say you want. Especially if you don't live there, because you're not going to run into them at the gym or Whole Foods.
Right.
I mean, that's what has to happen, or else. You got a dog?
Right.
Do you have a dog?
No, I don't. Thank God.
What part? What state do you live in?
I'm in New York, but I'm on Long Island.
All right. So in 2021, I'm going to be profiling single men and single women, either weekly, monthly, or weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, eligible people. I think a lot of professional women need different advice and need access, but you're going to have to get active. You cannot be passive.
Yeah.
Especially, and I mean no disrespect, but in your 30s, so at your age, you got to be far more proactive, because you out here competing against 23-year-olds. All right, sis, appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Good night.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, who's next? Somebody have a disagreement, question you're not quite clear on? I don't make it women's fault, but it is your responsibility to get chose by the man. I mean, Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. What have I said, ladies? How you dropping your virtual handkerchief? I do declare. How you dropping it? You have a comment. I don't know who you are, but I would do this. All right, here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Unmute yourself, please. Hey, hello. What's your first name? How old are you? What do you got for me?
And I do have these conversations with my dad and my uncles. Marriage is a lot of work. I learned marriage is a lot of work. I do have the opportunity to date high income earning men, but I won't call them high quality men. I dated brothers who were lawyers. Sometimes they do have some issues. When you speak to them, I learned to listen when I meet with them on dates. And when you do engage in conversations with them, they do have issues as well. Some of them don't have a good relationship with their dad. Some don't even have a good model of what a marriage or relationship is.
Hello.
Yes, Kevin.
Okay. Is this all the guys you're dating?
I also tell my girlfriends they're on Tinder. There are some high income earning brothers on Tinder.
So I didn't hear you. Did you say yes?
Yes, I dated a politician.
Let me stop you. Listen.
Tinder do have some high
I'm
income
sorry,
earning.
man. Can I make a statement before?
Sure, Kevin.
All right. What's the issue?
The issue is
because I know my name, and when somebody continues to
what
call me
I'm
by
trying to do, I think you not distinguish between a high income earning.
Okay. One thing you cannot do is overtalk me. Now, we'll try this again. When I'm trying to make a point, I let you speak. You're going to either listen or I'm going to bid you a good night, ma'am. But I don't know you. I haven't done anything to you. So check the attitude. I don't know why you ladies think you can get on a show with somebody you don't know and come in with an attitude. You can unmute yourself and we can try this again. Did you hear what I said? Well, you sound okay. Well, let's rewind. Let's rewind because it seemed as though you haven't. When I asked you about these men, you said that these men have issues, and I said all of them, and you said yes.
Yes.
Well, ma'am, then that's not well. And if you're meeting these men on Tinder.
Even on Match.com.
Well, how about
Kevin,
this is what I mean. So to the market. So what I mean, ma'am, is I got news for you. In general, high value men don't hang out on Tinder and match. They go to matchmakers. They're out working. See, I'm gonna use this as an example. Ladies, you have 100% responsibility of who you make yourself available to. But far too many of you want it easy. Tinder, Match. Are you paying for either one of these services?
I did pay for them because I like to keep myself discreet. And I just want to make a comment, Kevin. Mm-hmm. There are men who are high income earning men.
I know, but see, what you need to understand, ma'am, is I know. Okay, listen. Yes, you may find one or two on there, but that's not.
No, it's not just one.
All right. Okay. No. Okay. You're gonna tell me about.
You're gonna tell me about
men. You're gonna tell me about men, and no. Again, I asked if you're paying, since I did because I want to keep myself discreet. So let's get this straight. You want to find a high value man off a free dating site. Anybody see any problems with this? Ladies, anybody see any problems with this? You want to find a man who has his shit together and you only want to pay. Nah. Nope. You get what you give, ladies. And if you're not willing to sacrifice and invest, don't complain. Somebody said they had a disagreement. But I'm not gonna let you sit here and run men down because you don't want to do what it takes to make yourself available to a different caliber of man. That's on you.
And guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. More respect on the legend Kevin Samuels, the Godfather. I think there are two women that came into this conversation, and both of them came in not in the best interest of men. And I would say the first one came in to check Kevin Samuels on the things that he has said in his previous videos or whatever the case is, because saying that he's always blaming he's always putting all the blame on women. It's like he's just siding with men. No, I've watched a couple of the videos that he did with men, and he's always putting the responsibility or the accountability on whoever he's supposed to put the accountability on. It's not like women or men, right? But the fact that when someone explains her situation and he just, cycle it up and kind of come to a conclusion that it is 100% on you, I don't think that is him always putting it on women. It is individual situations, and he judged it according to how the situation look like. And the fact that she's not able to understand who the responsibility fall on if she's looking for a relationship or marriage and she's not getting it, says it's all about this lady's level of intelligence. You are looking for something and you are not getting it. Means you are not putting in the work that you're supposed to do to get it. You want to be a doctor, right? What are you supposed to do to become a doctor? You're supposed to put in the work. You're supposed to attend the degrees and all that it requires to be a doctor, whatever the case is. If you want to be a surgeon, whatever the case is, you have to put in the work. So I can't just wake up and say, I want to be a doctor. And if they are not making me a doctor, then it is on them. No, you have to make yourself a qualified person to become a doctor. Then you get your license and you start to operate as a doctor. But somehow, some way, these things always fly over their heads. They don't understand these things because it's simple logic. If you are looking for a man to marry and you are not getting a man to marry you, it is on you. Just like a man that is not getting laid, complaining that women don't like him. No, you are not putting in the work that you put in for women to like you. So it is both ways. And he even used this example in this video. Now, talking about the second lady I talked about, high value men having issues. This is the thing with women. They are always having beta male, images in their heads or qualities that they are looking for in a high value men or from high value men. High value men operate differently from beta males. They want men that will just, sit down, pin, pampering them and all those things. And high value men are not those type of men. So if you come across a man that is about just making money, he's A-type as a person, and you see that being, someone that is having issues, no, he's not having issues. He's just being a man that he is, an A-type person. People that tend to have that type of personality, they are mostly romantic. They don't have time for love or something. He can be in a relationship with you, but they don't have that much time for romance. Let's be honest. A man that is always about his work, and for them it will translate in their head that this man is having issues or something. No, he's not having issues. He's just being who he is. And why does it always have to be high value or something? Why the conversation is always centered around high value? Why don't you go in for the man that is going to sit around you, pamper you and all those things? Someone did not push a high value man on you. You are looking for that. So whatever that comes with that, deal with it. Women, like I said, they always have certain images, like they watch Disney movies and they kind of get it in their head that, okay, this is the man that I'm looking for with money. No, it's movie that they act in. You cannot get that in real life. Like I said, people that tend to have A-type personality, they kind of very difficult to be romantic. Like they just don't have time for romance. And that is something that women kind of confuse of. They think when they say high value men, that includes romance or something. No. Those type of men are always about, making shit work. They don't, they are just responsible, very, very responsible. They have to pay bills. That is how they think. And that is not having issues with their mom or something like that. No. Guys, catch you in the next one. Like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.